beautiful being. I have been called to record, to channel, to co-create this message with you, for you. So if this video found you, if it found you on your feed, there is something in it for you. Whether it is just this message, or perhaps there will be more. That is not for us to know now. Okay, so please ground yourself in this now with me. Open up to receive the message that is for you, the part that is for you, because I know that it is going to assist you in your now with whatever you are experiencing or dealing with. There may be an activation there. There may be something that triggers you into something that you need to be triggered into. Okay, so let's see what is going to come through today, because Source is very much at play. Breathing at your own pace. Okay. Being told to take 3. Bottom energy, awakening, which is the Judgment card in other decks. This is very much, I feel, you really embodying and embracing all that you are now, exactly as you are now, because there is only now. Okay, we have the Knight of Materials, the 4 of Voices, the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Materials, and the 5 of Materials, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. Okay. There is an energy of going back and forth in the mind space, but to the point that you are possibly struggling to make a decision or to accept a decision that has been made. There is a resistance to a change that has occurred, and it is not so much because you resist the actual change that has occurred. I think for many of you, this change is welcomed, embraced even, but there are still parts of self, right, which is why we have this energy of the awakening with the, I'm going to take the next card as well, with the 8 of emotions, the 8 of cups, and the 5 of emotions, the 5 of cups, all confirmations that there is a part of self that is not actually self, right? That is the resistance, that is the discomfort that you are possibly feeling and experiencing at this time. And there is no shame, blame, guilt, wrong, right. It is all perfectly designed. You designed it perfectly, and everything is perfectly on time. I'm turning this deck over so it can't speak to me from the bottom there, because we have enough for now. Okay, we have enough confirmations of what is coming through here. So something from your past, it is almost like this web, right? I'm very much being called to the web. Your human is maybe a better way to put it, because it is not you, it is not your soul, it is not your truth. This is in resistance to the truth of you, right? This fearfulness, this not taking the step. So the question really for you is, what are you still holding on to, right? Why are you resisting change? What change are you resisting? And as I said, I do very much get this feeling that for some of you, it's actually this change that something has happened, you're actually happy about it, but within you, there is some fear, something that doesn't necessarily take you back to, I don't know, let's say you've made a physical change. It doesn't necessarily take you back to the place that you left. But in essence, it does, vibrationally speaking. Because it seems that you are not allowing yourself, sorry, that is my little one playing upstairs, learning to play bubbles, learning to blow bubbles. Then coming back into this. Okay, so there is something, a fear, self-doubt, self-worth, and there is something that needs to be healed within you. You need to be, it's not you need to be, but yes, you do need to be, because it is all about your energy, right? Everything is about your energy. The energy, the state of being that you choose to embody in each now, because each now is the magic, is your magic. Who you choose to show up in each now is what allows others to see your magic, others to be drawn to you, should they need to be. Perhaps you have a message, perhaps you're writing a book. That magnetism is simply you showing up as you in each now. And that does require trust, knowing, healing, deep healing, walking in the dark. Although it's not really a dark, right? It's eclipse. But the imagery that I'm receiving is, it's like walking in the dark, knowing that there is going to be no obstacle in your way, that you, as long as you walk straight, or you not even walk straight, you follow the direction that you are called to go. Let's say you're called to spin around in circles for a minute. Do that. Let's say you're called to turn left and then right. And this is the trust and the knowing, right, that you are opening up to, that you have opened up to, that you are allowing yourself to embody. And that is very much why things are shifting, right? Because we have the Wheel of Time, we have the Knight of Materials, we have this forward motion, this forward trajectory, and it can only occur, it can only begin with you trusting, and like trusting the universe, that the universe is going to be there with you, because this is very much about you trusting the source within you, you accessing and knowing that the source within you is connected to the source outside of you, is connected to source. And your reality is essentially source, right? It is all source. It is all you. So knowing that, and I know you feel the truth in those words. If you've made it this far, I know you know the truth of those words when I say that it is all you. And how you choose to be and show up, and what you choose to embody in each now moment. That is what changes everything. That is what shifts everything. That is what allows your reality to reflect something differently. And it is not about seeing, right? With this Four of Swords, there is this beautiful feeling of alchemy that has occurred, right? And that is I think why we have the energy of the awakening, right? This awakening to the heart space, this awakening to the truth of you, this 5D way of being. With this Four of Swords, this Four of Voices, I feel that a huge, and that is, I think, the drive of this, right? There is 11 as I say this. There's been this massive jump from lingering in the pain. There has been an ownership of pain. There has been an alchemy of pain. Here with this 4 voices, I'm going to pull clarifiers here. For some of you, there may still be, and that may be very well this hand, right? This part of self that is pulling you back to old ways of being, to known ways of being, to entrapping ways of being, right? These are limiting. This is the last of your limitations, trying to like pull you back, hold you back. Going, no, don't go, because they know that they're like, once you drop this, once you see this truth, once you embody this truth, there is no other word for it. There is no going back. 11:11, as I say this as well, it was 11:11 on the clock, and then 11:11 here. So pulling clarifiers on the 4 voices, we have the page of voices coming up, right? This is about how we choose to see things. Do we choose to play? Right? All of these little characters are dancing. There's a 4th one there, really having a party. Do we choose to play? Do we choose to linger? Do we need to see? Right? Does she need those glasses? There's the figure over here in the 4 of Cups that is just walking. And that reminds me, calls me back to that imagery of walking in the dark and turning and knowing that there will be nothing, no obstacle in your way. When you truly believe and know, okay, this is what they want. Know that you are free. Know that there is nothing limiting you, nothing holding you back, except your mind and your thoughts and your ego, right? So it's training your brain if need be. It's rewiring your thought patterns. But this ending is the ending. Your true liberation. So let's pull on the 5 of materials, okay? Because whatever this thing is in your past, this way of being, this limitation, and it could be a limiting belief, right? It could be a belief of self that is coming through. Worthiness, self-worth is very much coming through. Also very much with this seeing, right? The emphasis here is like seeing and not seeing. It's almost as if you are afraid for people to truly see you. Okay, so pulling clarifiers on this 5 of materials, this 5 of pentacles. We have the Hermit, not surprising, but we're going to ask for a bit more. Because we already know that it is something within that needs to be alchemized, that needs to be healed, that right now you will continue to experience things that reflect or bring that emotion up, that fearfulness, that guilt, that shame, that worthlessness, whatever this feeling, right, this low vibrational limiting attachment, right, it is very anchored in. Whatever it is for you, your reality, your world, because you are still caught in the mind space of it, right? So you will continue to experience things that reflect whatever you need to truly see to set yourself free from it, to be free from it. And it is what, there is no hiding from it with this Muse of Emotions, right? You can't, there is no running away from this particular lesson, because I'm hearing it is the lesson. It is the lesson. And with this 4, right, it's the lesson that brings it all together. It's not so much that it makes sense, right? Because it's not for things to make sense. It's for us to embrace the nonsensical, the illogical, the magical, the mystical, the things that are unknown, the fairy tale, right? It is for us to hold on to that vibration. It's not for us to actually be able to picture it, because to picture it would make it known. And this is about you embracing your magic in the unknown. It's where it all begins. And it's beginning already, right? It's happening now. You watching a video like this, you choosing to feel into the truth of the words, which sometimes aren't easy to hear. I know my messages sometimes aren't as heartwarming and as fluffy as other readers out there, but that is not my role here. My role is not necessarily to to rock you back to sleep and tap you and tell you it's going to be okay. Yes, it is going to be okay. It is already okay. I'm here to remind you of just how okay it is and just how magical and powerful you are. And these messages, these energies, these feelings, there is no other way to say it than this. I know that the role that you have to play here in the new earth, which is now, the role that you are here to play now is one of majesty. Why that word? I don't know. But I think because the image, when they say majesty, I kind of see angels and light coming up, right? There is something within you that is so magical. It is beyond words. I can't find the words, which bugs my human immensely. But you are beyond words, and your magic, your light is beyond words. You just need to believe it and be it now and every now. And watch and see what happens. Okay? Have a beautiful, magical now. If this message has resonated with you, please do leave a comment or like it. Share it with somebody if you think it may be of assistance to them. But I truly do believe that these readings find whomever they are meant to. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your beautiful co-creative energy. I'm Angie, and I will see you next time. Bye.